everyone. This is Cindy Whitney welcoming you to this episode of Discovering Laguna Woods Village. Today we're going to be discovering a few of the many opportunities we have here at the village to increase your physical fitness. You know, there's so much data out there that reminds us to keep some level of physical activity in our daily lives according to our own ability. With that in mind, we're going to be looking at some traditional and some not so traditional ways to increase your physical well-being. We're going to be primarily focused here at Clubhouse 1. So right now, with that in mind, we're going to go into Clubhouse 1 because there's someone waiting inside to teach us a lesson. Let's go on in and see what they have in store.
We're doing 1, quick, 2, send her into the middle of the room, 3, and walk, 4.
Well, we're sitting now in Clubhouse 1 in the ballroom setting, which is so appropriate because we are going to be talking with Candy Davis, who is a ballroom instructor. Now, Candy teaches all over the Southland, and we are very fortunate to have her teaching classes here at Laguna Woods. So, Candy, welcome to our show.
Thank you.
And I want to ask you, I observed a little bit of your class today, and I was so impressed with how happy and excited all of the dancers were to be here and to be learning from you.
Yeah, so that's the gentleman's footwork. Now the ladies we're going to face the same direction that the men are, so we're crossing over and walking with them together. 1, quick, 2, he's sending me over to the other side, 3, we walk, 4. Now we're just actually starting that over again.
Tell me a little bit about how you got started as a dancer.
Oh, well, thank you for coming and seeing my little class. I try to make it fun for everybody. I actually started when I was in elementary school. And I would go to the parks and the recreation, and they would have dances then. I wish they did that now, but things have changed. Yes. And Katie Stone would teach us how to dance, and then we'd enter contests. And that's kind of how it started. And then it went on to Call's Fine Arts Center, which had a medalist program. And from there, I studied under Roy and June Maver, her world champions, at Brigham Young. I was on the ballroom dance team at Brigham Young. And then, you know, after you finish college, you have to come home and do something. And I love dancing so much that I started teaching at the different senior centers and Elks Lodges, and the work just seemed to come to me. I didn't have to go out and look for it. I was very fortunate that way.
Is there a different joy that you have in teaching seniors?
Well, actually, I feel very comfortable with seniors as being a senior now. I wasn't when I started a gazillion years ago. I love seeing them learn. Yes. I love them wanting to dance, and I just want it to be fun. I don't want it to be serious. You know, there are technicalities that we kind of forego sometimes, just so they have a good time, they feel good about each other, and it's a social activity.
And we walk together. Basic step, send her over, and walk together. So see, we're staying in closed position, no underarms, no turns yet at all.
Where they can be with other people.
And you mentioned too that there was a dinner, the dancing now extends to another activity that they can experience socially. So is that something that happens?
Yes, at the American Ballroom they have a dinner dance once a month. And because of they call it Candy's table, but now it's grown to be 3 or 4 tables where they have a dinner dance, and the other Friday nights I teach the ballroom dancing, and then once a month they have the dinner dance. And because of the classes, they've gotten to know each other, feel comfortable with each other, and it's just grown and grown and grown.
This show that we are producing this month is talking about physical fitness, and I introduced the show by saying we're having some non-traditional forms of physical activity, and so ballroom dance probably isn't what comes to mind when people think physical fitness. They're thinking more about weightlifting and doing running or so forth. But this is very physical, isn't it?
It is. It's mental and physical, which is very good. The coordination and the dancers that have been in my class for a long time help those that are brand new. They're very generous with their abilities, and they're very helpful. And sometimes I use them for demonstrations. it's just a really warm community, the ballroom dance group.
Well, that must be quite a thrill for them to be called out of the group and having you ask them to demonstrate something. I think they would be very proud of their accomplishment
Yes.
in doing that.
It is fun.
You know, I have to ask you a pop culture question. I know there's such a proliferation now on television of dancing shows.
Oh,
You're Dancing with the
yes.
Stars, and so you
Yes.
think you can dance. Has that affected the number of people that are interested in starting this?
Well, it does help because everybody would love to be able to be that person.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I think Ginger Rogers and Fred Astaire really helped that a long time ago, and Marge and Gower Champion. But now, yes, they have their favorites. They love watching it. How do we learn? And this is this is where you get the foundation of ballroom dance. It makes it so much easier. That Dancing with the Stars is very theatrical.
Yes.
And you don't see a lot of basics there, but we start with the basic and we change partners, so you don't have to have a partner. You can come as a single person and meet people, and that's what makes it such a warm group.
How do you get started? Because it's kind of intimidating if someone says, "Oh, I have to come with my own partner." No, so they can come and they sign up.
This is through the recreation department.
Better yet.
You go to the offices at the clubhouse and buy what they call a punch card. And each time you come, so you don't, it's like, oh, I don't want to pay for a whole month, because I might be going on vacation. Nope, you have a punch card, and every time you come, you get punched, and it makes it really convenient. You just go to the office, come on in, and start dancing. Yeah.
And what I witnessed today was everyone was just having a spectacular time. Everybody was having fun and moving and just having a great time, smiling the entire time. So
we pick. I let the class choose the dance that they want, and we dance that particular dance for the whole month. So we're working on a little routine and memorizing that, so it makes it helpful. And everybody in the class knows the same steps.
And I so appreciate you talking with us today and letting us all know more about this. So if you want to come down to Clubhouse 1 and sign up and get your punch card to take ballroom dance lessons, please do so, and you can join Candy's group as well. Thank you so much again, Candy. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. We are talking now to Peter Kwan, who is the supervisor of both of our fitness centers here at Laguna Woods. And as we look around the room, we see that there are opportunities to stretch and to cool down after your exercise. There are resistance machines. There are cardio machines to get your heart rate running and burn some calories. And we also have, as we know, some fabulous trainers that are not only accomplished athletes themselves, but they are also degreed in kinesiology. So Peter, please tell us, with all that going for us here, tell us how we get started. If we're new to Laguna Woods, how do we come in here and get involved in this great environment?
Okay, Cindy, first, if you're a resident here at Laguna Woods, you have to set an appointment, a one-time appointment to use our fitness facility.
Okay.
It consists of a health screening. It's just yes, no answer questions about your health history. And we'll take a blood pressure, we'll take a heart rate, resting heart rate. We'll design a program for you if you need it. And once your program is designed for you, we'll go ahead and show you how to use the equipment so you're exercising safely. Come out to the side.
Can I lean
No, you want to be up top. Out to the side, good. And back nice and slow, don't let the weights touch. Now if you had a surgery in the past year or hospitalization, we do ask for a medical release just to make sure that you are safe when you exercise. Your safety is the most important thing here at the village.
Exactly, because I know that every machine has instructions right on it, so you can read it and you can see how you're supposed to be holding the bar, lifting the weights and so forth, and some cautionary things. But it's still good to check in with you, raise your hand, and a trainer will come right over and help you. Is that correct?
We're here on the floor all the time, so if you need help with your exercise program or learning a new piece of equipment, we can definitely show it to you at any time. You won't need an appointment for that once you're in our database.
Okay. And then also you're there to kind of make sure that somebody's not putting too much weight on there, or, they're getting the full benefit of it.
Correct. We try to make sure we correct form as much as possible, make sure you're safe when you're doing the exercise.
Yes.
And we're also watching the floor for someone doing something wrong,
Sure.
Or tripping hazard or falling off the treadmills as well.
I know one time I was doing the sit-up machine, and you came by and you said I wasn't doing it to my best benefit, so you made me do it in a way that was more difficult, so I would get more benefit. And as much as I hated you telling me that, I took your advice, and you're right. It was absolutely of greater benefit to me. John, tell us a little bit about how long you've been coming here to the Clubhouse One gym.
Well, I started coming here about 10.5 years ago, and basically I wanted to get in shape and lose some weight, and it was such a wonderful place to come. I was coming 7 days a week, and really got into it.
So you found it that beneficial that you wanted to come back every day?
I lost 30 pounds.
You did, and just
Very
generally
easily.
doing exercises and so
Weights.
forth?
A lot of people don't realize that it helps you with your metabolism.
Right.
It has so many other benefits.
Do you have a favorite machine, or do you like the resistance machines, or
Well, I
has
like
that
the
changed?
I like the ones that I can max out. But,
Oh my
I'm
goodness, I'm so impressed.
No, that's why I call myself the gym wimp, because I can't max out a lot of the machines.
You wore your shirt in our honor today. That's
Absolutely.
great. Now, is it also a social environment for you? Is that fair to say?
Absolutely.
Good.
And I look forward to coming here because everybody coming here is nice. Peter is the head and Rob is second in charge. They hire the most wonderful people, and it's just a nice place to come.
Yeah.
And they will help you in any aspect of the machine.
I come in here myself, and I think it's important to let new people know it's never really crowded in here. And if there is a number of people in here, you can move, seamlessly between the
Absolutely.
machines.
Afternoon and evenings is virtually totally uncrowded. In the morning it might be a little, but you can always move around.
You brought your 104-year-old mother with you today,
Well,
didn't
she's
you?
going on 104, and she actually participated in the gym contest that they have between the two gyms. We have two gyms.
She did?
Yeah.
That's remarkable.
3 weeks after she had a mastectomy. And she
dear.
did 7 events. She even threw a shot put. They couldn't find the lighter one for the older women. And she threw the heavier one over the assistant's head. He was standing about 6 feet out, and she threw it 13 feet. So she's amazing. I'm just trying to keep up with her.
I'm just dumbstruck. She's my new hero. That's amazing.
She's a wonderful person and wonderful to take care of.
Wow. I thank you so much. Thank you,
Great.
Jonathan. It's a
Take care.
pleasure. Well, we're talking with Suzanne Waterbury right now, and Suzanne comes into the gym here at Clubhouse One quite frequently. Suzanne, what do you come here for? What are the benefits that you're achieving?
Well, as you can see, I am rowing. I'm on this wonderful row club right behind you on the wall. It shows all the members, and we all pretty much row every day.
Every day.
Yeah, and I tend to do about 15,000 7 days a week.
15,000
Yes. Meters.
meters. Okay. Wow. That's amazing.
So I'm about to hit 10 million this month.
10 million. Oh my goodness. And how long have you been doing that?
2.5 years.
2.5 years. What has happened to you as a result of that effort?
40 pounds less.
40 pounds you've lost.
Off my blood pressure and cholesterol medicine, if you really want to know the details.
Well, that's good. Your health has improved.
Yeah, I feel great. And I've inspired a lot of women to join the row club and to row.
Do you do other pieces of equipment as well?
I do weight training 3 times a week
You do?
at the Community Fitness Center.
Okay.
I take a class
Okay.
that's offered by our gym.
Oh, okay.
And there's 2 classes, one at 5, one at 6.
So it's
So I do
convenient.
the 3 nights a week. Everybody's got to get in the gym.
Sure. Sure.
It's not that big an
Get
effort
started.
to get in here, and once you see the results,
Yeah.
you'll never stop.
That's the motivator, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep. We've talked to some people today that have been here for a long time. How do they continue to get benefit if they've been coming here for a long time?
Well, most of them will change their programs up,
Okay.
and they'll have a follow-up appointment with us, which is recommended. We put it on your exercise program. See us in 2 to 4 weeks or 4 to 6 weeks, depending on what your goals are. Sometimes they'll just come up to us and they'll just pull us off the floor and ask us questions about new goals that they have, and if we're not in the middle of an appointment, we can go and help them right then and there too. So appointments are not always necessary if we're not busy at the time.
And I'll tell you, I witness sometimes that people come in, and just because the person at the desk who checks you in is so friendly and so nice and so cheerful, I think that's one of the big draws to coming in here, is that there's such a wonderful, friendly atmosphere.
Yes, we have a very cohesive staff. They enjoy each other. We enjoy working with each other. It's like our second family.
Yes.
So we have a good time working here in the fitness center. And there's a lot of people that do want to still work for me. They constantly come up, is there any openings? And
that's great.
unfortunately, right now we're fully staffed.
It's a great social environment. You get your workout done, but you still have a nice, friendly environment to say hi to your friends and so forth. So it's a
Correct.
great place.
Correct.
Well, Peter, thanks for letting us know a whole lot more about the environment here, how we can benefit from it, how we can come in and get started with you, and how we can continue with our program for a very long time and still be getting our benefits, our health benefits. So thank you so much, Peter. Appreciate your time today.
You're very welcome.
Or through the legs back and forth like this. Or behind the back to the front.
And then there's John Niksovich. John, we talked about some non-traditional ways of getting your physical fitness needs met, and I think you have one of the more non-traditional ways that I've seen. Now, I know that you told me that you were a professional athlete, basketball player, and you've done a lot of sports and so forth. Let me ask you something. What health benefits do you get by doing this particular activity that you do here in the gym?
Well, when I come in here and dribble the ball and shoot the ball, I mainly want to get anaerobic and aerobic.
Yes.
So when I start the day, I'll do 10 minutes of dribbling forwards and back, side to side. Much of the time I'm keeping my eyes closed, which helps for balance, but that will be the cardio aspect. And then when I move to the more intense dribbling, they're choreographed drills that take up to 2 minutes. That will be anaerobic. My heart rate raises. Then the last 30 minutes I shoot free throws. Easy, I count 100, I try to make 95 with my right hand and 95 with my left. I have consecutive plus 100s, both left and right hand, which was my goal. And then the last part of the workout is the most intense and demanding. I take 25 free throws, I get my own rebound, go back to the line, and have a pretty good pace. And I keep track of how many I've made and how many I've missed. My goal is to miss 2 or fewer. And then at the end of the hour, I get the benefit of being in a better mood, more energy, and I sleep better. And I'm nicer to my wife.
Well, there's a plus
That's
right there.
number one.
And so you've got a lot of mental clarity, you've got balance, you've got eye-hand coordination.
Yes.
So there's a lot of benefits to doing this that I think
Absolutely.
people probably don't have any idea.
And the ball starts to weigh a bit after a while when you dribble 10 or 15 minutes. So a little bit of strength, but that's not the number one thing at all.
You know-
Anybody who's inactive, anything is so much better than nothing.
Sure.
And a lot of times we forget what we liked as kids.
That's
throwing the ball
right.
around, shooting the ball, and this is fun. Just be careful when you start any exercise program. But a lot of times I'm alone in the gym here, so come on down and shoot the ball, and we'll have a good conversation.
I watched you from the other side of the glass one day, and it was absolutely mesmerizing to watch you do that. And I thought, he hasn't dropped that ball once.
Well, thank
it's
you.
really incredible.
You came at
to
a good
watch.
time. Good timing.
No, I'm pretty sure you're consistently that way.
Okay.
Well, we want to have a chance to watch you do some of this. So would you demonstrate that for us?
Absolutely. The relatively simple would be going behind the back and forth, or through the legs back and forth like this, or behind the back to the front. And then the much more difficult is when you get a little routine like this. And this is a drill I like to do over there, over, back, over. The most challenging thing I do would be something like this, and then bring it back with the same hand. And so I go between the easy like this and the more difficult like this. Eyes closed. Add to the challenge. going right and left with a little bit of movement.
Hi everyone, we're in the mini gym in Clubhouse 1 right now, and if you live in Laguna Woods, you've probably heard about pickleball. It's a very popular activity and it has great health benefits. So if you live here and you've been curious about pickleball and you've wondered how to get started on it, you're in luck today because we're going to have a pickleball lesson by master trainer Ron Espinosa. Ron, thank you so much for giving your time today.
No problem, Cindy. Glad to be here.
Tell me why you choose pickleball as opposed to some other physical activity. What are the benefits to you?
Let me just say, I started off in the fitness center, and I looked through the glass doors and saw all these people hitting the ball. I played sports all my life. Anything with the ball, I like. And so I came in one day and started playing, and it just becomes addictive.
That is the word that I hear most often when somebody says pickleball. People actually moved here to play pickleball, so that's
Right.
really exciting.
I have heard that too.
And it's a very popular sport. So now, how would someone get started?
First thing is talk to me,
Okay.
and then we'll come in on a Monday usually, and we just start real easy, just with rules and scoring and just basics how to play the game.
Okay.
That's the very beginning.
I think this is a fairly new game, isn't it?
Fairly new. It's probably started in Laguna Woods, I think about 10 years ago.
I went on Wikipedia, so I have the Wikipedia version of understanding pickleball. I
Right.
think it started in Washington State
I believe so, yes.
in the 1950s, and it's named after the little dog Pickles.
Right, and the way I understand it, the father was looking for something to keep their sons busy,
Yes.
and they made up the game.
Isn't that amazing? That there's a brand new game
Yes.
that started out of somebody, wanting to entertain their
Right.
children, and it just took off like wildfire.
It's just taken off.
Now I have to ask you a little bit about the equipment. This is the paddle, and you said to me that there are different types of paddles.
Yeah, if you go online, there's a million different paddles you can choose from. I have the graphite. This is the one I like, and it's pretty popular. There's different weights. Depends on what you're looking for. If you want control or you want to hit it hard for power. It's just up to you to try them out and see what feels good to you.
Okay. Do we bring our own here? At Laguna
We
Woods, or
do
you
have a few here you can borrow,
Okay.
but other than that, most people go and buy their
They
own.
buy their own, and are they expensive?
They can be.
Okay.
Mine's about
Like golf
$100.
clubs, right?
Yeah.
Really?
This one's about 100.
That's commitment.
We have some for sale that are like $25.
But this is a badminton-sized court, isn't it?
Correct.
Okay. And it's a paddle game. And
Correct.
the ball is like kind of like a wiffle ball.
Wiffle ball. Yeah.
Okay. You're going to give me a lesson, and you're going to start with the foundation and the fundamentals, similar to what you would do with somebody coming in for their first lesson. Is that
Correct.
correct?
Yes.
Good. I can't wait to get started.
Okay, great.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, Cindy, this is what we're first going to do. We're going to practice our dinks. And that's basically the main part of pickleball.
Okay. A dink.
It's called a dink.
Okay.
All right, so you have to have a lot of self-control on this.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to get on the other side of the net, and you're going to hold your racket like this. And when you're going to hit the ball, you want to keep the racket straight.
So I hold it like
That
this.
way,
Okay.
okay? So you want to just barely hit it. Just get it on the other side. You're not going to hit it hard.
Okay.
So don't tilt, because once you tilt, the ball's going to hit and go that direction.
Okay.
Or if you tilt it, it's going to go that direction.
Okay.
Most important thing is just straight.
Straight.
And hit it right in the center.
Okay.
So this is called the kitchen right
Kitchen,
here.
is this-
So you're going to stand behind the yellow line. Nope, there you go.
I'm out of the kitchen.
Okay, so all we're going to do is
Are
just
we ready?
gently tap it. I want it to drop right in there,
And do
okay?
you want me to bounce it when it comes on your side?
You can bounce it or you can hit it on the fly.
Oh.
Either one, but just don't hit it too hard.
Okay.
There we go. Easy. Okay, good. Come up.
What's that called?
Don't go back. Stay up. Stay right about here. Okay, Cindy, now we're going to learn how to serve
Okay.
the ball. So what you're going to do is you're going to aim your feet, look over there, Then you're going to come down, you're going to bring the paddle up, and you're going to hit the ball and drop it at the last second. So it should look something like that.
And you bend over like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bend over a little bit, bend your legs a little bit, and you hit it.
Okay.
So again, the important thing is keep the paddle straight.
And you drop the ball onto the
At the
paddle.
last second. Okay, so give it a try. Okay.
It's tilted that way, huh?
And you got your feet pointing that way.
Oh.
You got to be right
Exactly
over.
where you're going.
Yeah.
It redirects the ball if your feet aren't going the right direction?
Well, yeah, if you're pointed this way and you're hit like that, it's going to go over there. It's pretty simple. If you
What about you hit your trainer?
point your body where you want the ball to go.
I wasn't pointed that way and it went.
This takes practice. When I started, I was really bad. Let's turn your feet a little more this direction and see what happens.
All right.
Better. Better. That's a good one. There you go.
Where you want. All right.
That's how it's done.
What's next?
Okay, now that you've got the basics down, we usually will send you to the outside courts. What you do, we have a board that you can hit the ball off of. You don't need anybody else.
Okay.
Practice. There's a big basket of balls that you can do your serve. Practice that. Just keep hitting, grab another one, keep hitting. That'll help. Also, there's other people that are going to be in the same place as you. So try to get together with them and practice all together. Then, when you feel you're comfortable and ready, that's when you can come in and start playing intermediate in the gym here,
I see.
or even outside.
Oh, okay. So you can
Either
play in
one.
the outside courts as well.
As well.
And you sign up and
And that's pretty much
That's
it. And then just
easy.
keep getting better and better.
yeah. So thank you, Ron. We really appreciate you giving your time today. And so if people want to get in touch with you, we're going to have your contact number at the end of our show. It's going to be on the screen so people can call you directly to get their training lesson.
Correct.
And then they can get started. So that's wonderful. Thank you. Thanks for joining us today at Clubhouse One, everyone, where we looked at a number of ways where we could be improving our physical fitness. Now, if you didn't see your favorite game or activity or sport, please stay tuned because in future episodes, we're going to be covering a lot of different ways that you can be motivated to get up and moving, and always to the best of your ability. Please continue to watch us on Channel 6, and you can also watch us on YouTube. Join us every time on Discovering Laguna Woods Village. I only have 3 more miles to go. There are many benefits to engaging in physical activity. Regular exercise can help to prevent some chronic disease. It can improve overall mood, and it can reduce the chance of injury. It's important to note that physical activity need not be strenuous to achieve health benefits. A moderate amount of activity, such as walking, can be beneficial if it is done consistently. In addition to cardiorespiratory endurance or aerobic activity, older adults can benefit from muscle strengthening activities because stronger muscles help reduce the risk of falling and improve the ability to perform routine tasks of daily life. And, according to the American Academy of Family Physicians, almost all older people can benefit from additional physical activity. Older adults should always consult with a physician or medical advisor before beginning a new physical activity program.